Hello everyone, Barb here from barbaderholt.closetomyheart.com. Well, I need to make a card for my husband for our anniversary. We love turtles, and this little turtle set that was in the last catalog, Turtley Awesome. I bought this bad boy because I knew it would get some use at our house. So I am going to do my version of this card here that is an example in the catalog. This was the previous catalog, so this was the April through June catalog. The Stamp and Thin Cut set was still available the last time I looked. You can always go and check that out on my online store. So I'm going to keep this close by because I will be referring to it, but I thought I would do a rundown of the product I used or will be using today. I did as much cutting and stamping ahead of time to hopefully minimize the length of the video. So here we go. Turtley Awesome, such a cute set. I also pulled in a little itty bitty image here from the Dream Maker set. I believe this may still be available. This was a special. This is a retired set of shaker window and confetti dies. I use this big round circle that comes in so handy so many times. I also used a retired block, the numbers of the block alphabets from a few years ago, again retired, and I think sold out. To color my little turtles, I used dull green blend. Oh, let's get her on the camera here. Dull green blend, jade green shades, jade green blend, and red brown blend. Oy vey. Yeah, used all those. To do any of the light blue, I used what was left on my little brush here. I also used some toffee ink and some black ink. Then I went into mix-ins. This was one piece left over from the April-June catalog, and the rest of the mix-ins, so that was this shade here, and the rest were mix-ins from the July-August. I love this stripy paper. The rest I used was craft cardstock and some sapphire cardstock, and I think a piece of charcoal cardstock. So here I have all my little pieces put together. All my little turtles, all the goodies. So I'm guesstimating what was on here. I'm gonna set it, yeah, you should still be able to see it. So I just guesstimated. Now I'm doing a 5x7. My guess is that this was a 4.5 or a 4 1/4 by 5.5. So I am just adjusting to make it look similarly proportioned on this card. So I did a 2" by 7" piece of this charcoal pattern paper. And let's see how we do here. Lining that up. And I do have this piece of charcoal that goes right on the other end, and I'm going to get that down as well. And if the adhesive is a little wide, you can always roll it back on itself. And let's see, I'm going to line up the bottoms, and then I can do a trim at the top. Here we go. Then it looks like we've got our stripy pattern here, so I'm going to get that one down. Using ATG, you can use whatever kind of adhesive you like. Ooh, I am up a little bit on the bottom here, aren't I? That's okay. Then I've got this little piece of sapphire. And I'll butt that up next to the charcoal. And then there's this piece to go over. I'm just going to center it over the top. And before I go any further, I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to grab my big giant pair of Tim Holtz scissors, and I'm going to trim that off. And that always makes it look better when you give your card a little bit of a haircut. And next I have this circle. And it looks sort of centered. Can take, they did little dashes. I'm just doing a straight line here because I'm lazy. Dashes take longer. Sketchy line is faster for me, but you do you. There. Now we have this Let's Celebrate, and I did use some mink for this just because I wanted it to be a little bit different color. And that's going to go right over there. And then our little turtles, I'm going to use some of the 3D foam dots. And these are nice and big. Cover lots of real estate. And for the most part, their backers come off with ease. So there's one little turtle. And this turtle, I think we can use some of those little guys that are in here to fill in those little flippers. And again, peeling off the backers. That release paper keeps it from sticking all over here. And this little guy, he's gonna go right here. Isn't that fun? And we're gonna open the card, and I created this little hingy guy. He's about 5 3/4 by an inch. And I scored it at a 1/2 inch and an inch from each end. I attached my little turtle and my number 35, because yep, we've been married 35 years. And now I need to attach him to my card so that he will do this little number. So I have to put my thinking hat on and get my glue in place and hopefully have success. I'm going to bump it toward the top. And I'm going to hold it in place to get that bottom done. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue here, and I'm going to close it so that the cover of the card attaches to my little hingy guy. So when you open him, he does that little thing. He's a little surprise. My husband loves these kinds of cards, and you can open it up further. It will stretch. Isn't that fun? I just love that. I love making interactive cards. And that's it. I may throw some bling on it. I may not. Depends on my mood. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a blessed, crafty day, and I'll see you next time.